Hello everyone, you are a group, and today we are going to talk about whether frame construction is applicable in the conditions of Georgia, in the conditions of Batumi, where there is high humidity, and in general whether it is possible to apply this technology of construction here. I often see off-frames in the neighborhoods of Batumi. Yes, this is frame construction. That is, we represent this off-frame. The roof is the walls, and usually as a rule, it is such an inexpensive construction. Here we see a completely different picture. Here there was pine. The board was brought from Russia. It was immediately planned dry timber, defined in humidity that is dried to a certain moisture content. And here it was treated by dipping in a bath with antiseptics. That is, this timber will never do anything. It will not gain moisture, and it will never rot inside. This is exactly this technology of building frame houses. It is not cheap. It is not what some people imagine, that I will build myself a cheap frame house. The frame of this house is made of 50 by 100 boards. It looks like, more like, I guess, furniture boards of some kind. Furniture tables of some kind. So you can see such a beautiful color. It's because of this dip, and it is impregnated with these antiseptics. No bugs will get in here. 100 millimeters of insulation. Do you think that's a lot or not enough for Georgia? We know that insulation acts not only to keep the house warm in winter, but also to keep it warm in summer. It turns out that there is not just 100 millimeter, but we have a USB cladding and further cross insulation of 50 millimeter. So we end up with 150 of insulation. And according to the norms of heat loss for this entire house of about 200 square meters is only 4.3 kilowatts of loss simply due to the windows, due to the fact that still through the walls some heat escapes. This is many times less than, for example, if you buy some inexpensive cottage, some company and its team, where there will cost $500,000, but you will not get such a thing. This year we started raising the walls, last year we did just the foundation. The foundation here is done as well. There was a lot of excavation and prep work. Drainage has been done everywhere, so there will never be a swamp here, although we are on such an elevation, on a mountain just like this. We get wonderful views from that side. We can see Batumi. From that side of Caboletti, and the seashore goes like this a little bit, like this arc, and you can see on the coast this intersection of the sea and the shore, very wonderful views. So last year we did a lot of preparatory work here. You remember in the winter, I made a video where the builders just poured the slab without worrying about the sewage system and so on. Here, everything has been done exactly the opposite. That is, all the outlets are provided, sewers, then made a cage for electrical cables. This is just a cage, then it will be cut on the slab, and here we have 110 pipe, and let's say for communication. According to the technology of the frame itself, we did not perform any diagonals, because the stiffness is provided by USB. USB 12 meters, quite rigid, quality, and it does not rock. The only thing is, of course, a little bit on these partitions. But when we will sew them up, we will look at the diagonals again. We will set one of the partitions, we will sew it up, and we will have spatial rigidity. As for the execution of openings, everything according to the technology of frame construction, an additional post was added and the transom was already supported on it. When I told you that this is not a cheap house, because a lot of advanced technologies are used here. In this house, first of all, why exactly the frame technology was chosen? Because in terms of energy efficiency, it exceeds several times the usual, habitual here in Georgia construction of block and insulation. Because here 150 millimeter is much higher than, for example, 300 millimeter gas block. Further, heating here and ventilation will be done with the help of a special supply and exhaust unit. There will be installed a gas heat exchanger, which will take the outside air, filter if necessary, drying, heating, or cooling. Again, depending on what mode will be included and depending on what you will have. If it is summer respectively, you will need to cool your house. And it turns out there will be a constant circulation of air. In this house will just be cool, comfortable. I do not know what to compare with here. It is a very high-tech systems. The main heating system will be underfloor heating. Warm floors are inertial and it takes a day to heat up the whole plate. And, accordingly, If suddenly there will be no gas and electricity, so that within 3 days your house did not get cold, you can live safely. And so, all these technologies we will return to this site in a few months and I will show you what is happening. And we still have a question about the roof. Now we will go and have a look. The trusses are already done and assembled here on the ground, and then they will go up and the roof will be organized on these trusses. And friends, if you need quality construction, subscribe to our channel, contact us, and follow our videos. If you like what we do, then put a like and you will support our channel. Bye everyone!